Jack, I've had to tear up all my carefully prepared questions. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, so let's start. So half time, we come in at half time and we feel that we probably should be 2-0 up. Not so much because we were better than them, but I thought in terms of clear-cut chances, we had one with Ty and one with Kwai. And I don't think really Callum had to make a save. So we kind of come in and say, listen, you're doing the right things. You've got to take chances when they come, because that's the level. What we mustn't do is what we've done in previous weeks and have a really slow start to the second half. And lo and behold, we're 2-0 down in 6 minutes. But where the goals come from, again, just say it all the time, they're mistakes, and the two fullbacks should know that. We get too tight where we should just defend the ball 1v1, and we get suckered out, and it's in round the back, and we pull Derek out, and because of that there's no one inside. And then the second one is just, you just conceded one, hook it, let us reset for a little bit, and then before we know it we're 2-0 down. So they're really silly goals to concede, but we have those conversations every week. It's getting to a point now where I've just said in there, we've got to start looking at individuals to challenge them and say, we can't keep doing those things. But all that aside, the mentality I use a lot, and it was a big thing that I said pre-season, and I keep saying to everyone, I was speaking to Bob earlier, and I said to him that the group, the mentality that we have is one that I trust immensely. And to get it back to 2-2 is huge credit. But what we didn't even do at 2-2 was then start banging it in and wanted, we were careful, we maintained possession where we could, and we moved the ball really well, which I thought led to us getting the third goal, and in my opinion a deserved winner. I thought for the last half an hour we dominated the ball and got everything that we deserved for it. They'll say otherwise, of course they will. But it's a really pleasing place to come and get 3 points, because I think before today they sat in the last playoff spot. And I said before the game, what I don't want to do is get to Christmas and do what we did last year, where we're relying on other teams' results. I said, let's take that out of the equation. I think the group's too good for that. We have to start taking responsibility for our own performances. I said it in my press release that you put out on Friday, that as a group we have to start taking ownership of ourselves and our performances, and we have to find some consistency in what we're doing. And I think you look at Kidlington, where we picked up a point, we felt we probably should have had all 3, and then to come to a difficult place today and take 3 points, I think is not a bad 3 weeks, to be honest, considering we didn't have a game last week.
As you say, it just looked like it was going to be one of those games again where we had 2 great chances in the first half, could have been 2-0 up, then we find ourselves 2-0 down, and you're looking thinking, oh, it's going to be one of those narrow defeats and those small moments again. But today the small moments went for us. Yeah, definitely. And I think when we also, there's some big moments in there. We thought that in the first half Epsom went in on the keeper, and we thought he got there before the keeper, and they all go up in anguish that he's late. And actually, if you speak to the kid, he's got there first, and the keeper's it in. Possible penalty. Ken's had one in there, he's adamant he got brought down. So when the linesman, who we had some words today, gives the flags to say that the ball's over the line, you think finally maybe something's gone for us, because I can tell you now, we had one early on in the season that was over the line, that it's somewhere I can't remember, and it wasn't given, and you think maybe, you start to think, is it an Aylesbury thing? Do we not have any luck? So when that happens, listen, it feels great, because we said, maybe we're getting those little turns of fortune now, which at this level are really important. Those little moments, those key moments are really, really important for us. And Jack Silito, we had 11 points before today, and he's not seen a single one of them, and we started to say as a staff that we might have to leave him outside. So I'm glad he's here today to see his first 3 points. But no, listen, credit where it's due. The group have we worked really hard Thursday, and I thought we were good for those points today. So let's carry the momentum on. Thanks very much for your time, Jack. Much appreciated. Enjoy the win.
Cheers, Paul.